In a kingdom of dazzling beauty and dangerous secrets, a young woman was chosen by God to change the fate of her entire people. This is the story of Esther, the brave queen, who risked everything for such a time as this. Our story begins in ancient Persia, ruled by King Xerxes, one of the most powerful kings the world had ever seen. His palace in Susa overflowed with wealth, gold pillars, jeweled ceilings, and banquets that lasted for days. But even in this magnificent kingdom lived people who feared God, prayed to Him, and trusted Him. Among them was a young Jewish woman named Esther, and her older cousin, Mordecai. Esther had lost her parents when she was just a girl. Mordecai, her kind and wise cousin, raised her like his own daughter. She was gentle, thoughtful, and her beauty both inside and out was unmistakable. Mordecai would tell her, "Esther, my child, God has great plans for every life, even those who feel small," and she would reply, "I just want to be faithful, cousin Mordecai." One day, couriers rushed through the kingdom shouting, "By order of King Xerxes, let the most beautiful young women be brought to the palace. The king will choose a new queen." When palace officials saw Esther, they immediately brought her to the royal court. As she was being led away, Mordecai whispered urgently, "Esther, do not reveal that you are Jewish. Be wise, be watchful, and remember, the Lord is with you." Inside the palace, Esther underwent months of preparation, guided by Haggai, the king's trusted eunuch. But unlike the other women seeking jewels, perfumes, and favor, Esther asked only for what was necessary. Her humility made her shine brighter than any jewel. And when Esther finally stood before the king, Xerxes felt something stir in his heart. "Softly," he said, "this woman, she is the one." And so, Esther, a humble Jewish girl, became queen of Persia. But not all celebrated Esther's rise. Haman, one of the king's highest officials, grew powerful and dangerously proud. He demanded that everyone bow to him, everyone, except Mordecai. In the palace courtyard, a furious Haman demanded, "How dare you? Why do you not bow before me?" Mordecai replied simply, "I am a Jew. I bow only to the Lord." Haman's anger burned. He wasn't satisfied with punishing Mordecai alone. He wanted the entire Jewish people destroyed. Haman tricked the king into signing a terrible decree. "There is a people who do not obey your laws, O king," he smirked. "Let them be removed for the peace of the kingdom." The king, unsuspecting, gave Haman his ring to seal the order. A decree was posted around the city. All Jews, young and old, were doomed for destruction. Across the kingdom, fear spread like wildfire. Mordecai tore his clothes, falling to the ground in grief. Esther received a message and rushed to the palace gate. "Mordecai, what is happening?" she asked. Breathless, he told her, "Esther, you must go to the king. Beg him to save our people." Esther was shaken. "If I enter the throne room without being called, I could be killed." Mordecai stepped closer, his voice firm but loving. "Do not think you will escape because you are in the palace. And who knows whether you have come to your royal position for such a time as this." Esther's eyes filled with tears. "Then resolve, then pray for me," she said. "Fast and seek the Lord. I will go to the king, and if I perish, I perish." With a deep breath, Esther walked through the massive golden doors. The throne room was silent, except for her footsteps echoing across the floor. One signal from the king and she would die. The moment stretched painfully. Then, the king's expression softened. He lifted his golden scepter toward her. "Esther, my queen, what is it you desire?" Esther bowed. "If it pleases the king, come to a banquet I have prepared for you, and for Haman." At the lavish banquet, Haman looked confident, while Esther looked determined. The king asked, "Now, my queen, what do you truly desire?" Esther rose slowly, her voice trembling but strong. "Spare my life, and the lives of my people, for we have been marked for destruction." The king was shocked. Who would dare do such a thing? Esther turned and pointed at Haman. "This wicked man is our enemy." In a single moment, the truth came to light. Haman was removed from power. A new decree allowed the Jews to defend themselves from their enemies. Across the entire kingdom, there was joy, celebration, and relief. Standing on a balcony overlooking a joyful city, Mordecai said softly, "God used your courage, Esther." She replied, "Not my courage alone, but the God who protected us." Esther's bravery saved a nation, but her true strength came from trusting God even when fear surrounded her. even when the risk was great, even when her life was on the line. And just like Esther, you too are placed where you are for such a time as this. Thank you for watching this animated Bible story. If Esther's courage inspired you, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories from Scripture.